Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson 5. Today we're going to be dividing with remainders. So all a remainder is like, let's say I have 11 cookies and 5 friends, right? I can give every friend 2 cookies, but there's going to be 1 left over. So remainder is just your leftovers. You have used models and fact families to divide. You can also use place value to divide. So we're just going to kind of look at some different things and we're going to check into what does dividing with remainders look like. So let's get started. So here we have example 1. Nolan and his family went to a water park during their vacation. Each seat on a water ride can hold 2 people. There are 39 people. How many seats will be needed? So our job here is we need to find 39 and divide it by 2. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the tens. So I'm going to say 3 tens divided into 2 groups would mean that there is 1. How many groups of 2 are there in 3? So there's 1 group of 2 in 3, right? So, if I have 3 tens, I can divide them into 2 groups, and there's 1 in each group. I could think of it that way. But there's 1 group of 2 that I can fit into 3. Okay, so then I'm going to multiply 2, my number on the outside, times 1 on the top, and get a 2. Okay, so then I need to 2 times 1 is 2. Then I need to subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then I'm going to make sure that my difference I got after subtracting, is less than what I have on the outside of my house here. It needs to be less than. So that's what our compare is. Then I'm going to bring down the 9. So now I'm looking at the number 19. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 19 divided by 2. Okay, so how many 2's can I fit into 19? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Then I'd go over to 20. That's too much, so I can only fit 9 2's. Bring down the 9 ones. They're now 19 ones. Sorry, I'm not following on over here. How many groups of 2 are 19? We said there are 9 groups. 2 times 9 is 18. So I'm going to write that below the 19. Then I subtract and I get 1 left over. Is 1 less than 2? Yes, it is. And so that's going to be our remainder because I have nothing else to bring down. All right. I have a little song for you to help you remember what the steps are in dividing. Here's how it goes. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back to the top. Like, bring it on back is not like an actual thing. You just bring it back up to the top where you divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and then bring it back to the top. We keep doing this like circular motion, and if we keep following those steps, divide, multiply, and subtract, bring it on down and bring it back up to divide. If we keep following those, we can do as many digits as we want. We can have 2 digits in there, 3 digits, 4 digits, 100 digits, right? It's the same thing we do over and over and over again. So divide, multiply, and subtract, bring it on down and bring it on back. It's kind of our steps that we follow when we're doing long division. So let's do some more practicing. Okay. So there are 19 seats. Oops, here, let me scooch this little guy. We're going to need 19 seats, but one person isn't going to have a seat, right? Now, if we use models here, there's going to be 19 people that can, or 38 people that can sit down, but one person's not going to get a seat. So how can we fit everybody, though? Because we don't want this one person to not have a seat. So do we need 19 seats or should we have 20, do you think? Do you think we should have 20 seats and then that last person can sit down? I think probably we should. So 20 seats are actually needed. Okay? All right, example 2. Now look at here. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. All right, let's do it. Ready? Divide. 8 divided by 3 is 2. Multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. And subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring it on down. And then bring it on back to divide. 25 divided by 3 is 8. Multiply. 3 times 8 is 24. And subtract. 25 minus 24 is 1. Bring it on down. Oh, I cannot bring anything else down, right? I already brought down my 5. There's nothing else over here. I am done. I don't need to bring it on down because there's nothing to bring down. So that just means that my remainder is 1. Now we always need to check, is our 1 less than 3? Because if I have a remainder of 4 or 10 or 11, I can fit more 3's into that. But if I have a remainder of 1, I cannot fit any more 3's into if I only have 1. So 85 divided by 3 is 28, remainder 1. So let's see, check. 85 divided by 3 equals 28, remainder 1. So let's see, well, what is 28 times 3? 28 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. And then we have to add the remainder. Don't forget about adding your remainder. 84 plus 1 is 85, and that's what we started with. All right, let's do more. Yes, this is so fun. Divide, multiply, and subtract. I'm going to write down on the side here. There you go. Divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Here we go. Divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. And subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring it on down. Bring down the 7. And bring it back up to divide. 7 divided by 2 is 3. Multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. And subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. So what's our remainder here? Because we don't have anything else to bring it on down. So we're done. Our remainder is 1. Okay, so if I'm going to look here, I'm going to do 13. I'm going to take my quotient, 13 times 2. See what I get. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 26. I get 26. Am I done? No, because I need to add in my remainder. 26 plus 1 is 27, and that's what I was hoping to get to. Yes. Let's do another. Divide. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. And subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to divide. 9 divided by 5 is 1. Multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. And subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. Is there anything else to bring down? No. And 4 is less than 5, so we're good to go. Our remainder is 4. Okay, now we need to check. 11 times 5 is 55. Then I need to take my 55 plus 4, and hopefully I get to 59. Yes, I do. 59, check. Here we go on page 358. 76 divided by 5. Here we go. Divide. There we go. I put that over there for you. Okay, ready? Divide. 7 divided by 5 is 1. Multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. And subtract 2. Bring it on down. And bring it on back up top to divide. 26 divided by 5 is 5. Multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. And subtract. There's nothing else to bring down, so my remainder is 1. Now it tells me to check using multiplication. Okay, so I need to take my quotient of 15, multiply it by 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. So I'd get 75. Now I need to take my 75 and add in the remainder of 1 to get 76. Why am I writing my 7 so funny? Sorry. Equals 76. Check her out. Ready? Divide. 3 divided by 2 is 1. Multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. And subtract. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to divide. 19 divided by 2 is 9. Multiply. 2 times 9 is 18. And subtract. Equals 1. There's nothing else to bring down, so we are done. Remainder of 1. Let's do one more for good measure. 95 divided by 4. So first I'm going to do 9. Divide. 9 divided by 4 is 2. Multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. And subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back to divide. 15 divided by 4 is 4. Multiply. 4 times 4 is not 4. It's 3. Multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. And subtract. Nothing else to bring down, so my answer, my quotient is 23, remainder 3. Oops, I didn't check my answers, the last ones. All right, quick. 2 times 19. 9 times 2 is 18. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 more is 3. Add in my remainder. 39. Check out. Let's do the same. 23 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 more is 9. I get 92. And then add in my remainder. 95. Checks out. All right. That's all I have for you for today. I hope you can hear how much I love long division. It'll make you love long division too. So we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you let me know if you have any questions. Bye.